Alright, so I'm back. I just had to grab some lunch. I had to go out quickly, but yeah, I'm back. I've decided to go down a bit of a nostalgic trip. Um, one of my favorite games, I must have spent close to like 300 hours in this game, is called Banished. Came out in 2014, and I first saw this game on the YouTube channel Total Biscuit. Rest in peace, Total Biscuit. We miss you. Unfortunately, that particular YouTuber, which is quite sad. He was battling cancer for many years and he ended up passing away. And he was an amazing guy. But yeah, anyway, I learned this game from him, learned about this game from him, and I tried it out. I fell in love with it, the mechanics of it. Um, the base game is really good, but what makes this game even better is a mod compilation, or actually, no, it's just one giant mod. Colonial Charter. So I'm going to be starting a new, um, let's see if this works. There we go. Yeah, a new city. So I hope everything is okay. I just want to check something. All right, so Colonial Charter adds a lot of cool things. Oh my God, this music's so loud. Um, so I'm going to be starting on this map. Climate will be fair, I guess. Or marine. What does marine mean? We can just do fair, I guess. No, let's do marine. Natural disasters. Shall we put on or off? Hmm. I'll just keep it off. I don't like to really play with disasters. We are going to choose Nouveau Arbol, a standard medium game. Comes with new mod trees only, excluding palms. We begin with 5 families, clothing, food, firewood, tools, and construction materials. There's a storage barn and some seeds for fields. So this game is all about building a city and surviving. Um, I do have an old video, a very old video on this YouTube channel, which I uploaded. Unfortunately, the video broke, the end of it. So that was kind of like one of my first major cities. So let's get going. Let's see what this game is about. Well, I know what it's about, but yeah, hopefully it goes well. First things first, I will show you the basics. It's very intuitive once you get going. It's all about resource management. It's about creating resource connections, building and upgrading everything. So this is the map. As you can see, there are no UI elements until we go here. So this is like the overall information, right? We're in our first year. I've got 10 adults, 6 children. We click that. That is the event log, which I like to put down here. This is the minimap, which I think I'll keep over here. Um, profession list. I like this list. So this is all your professions, and there are a lot of these. All of these require, um, like, how can I say it? Dependencies, let's say. Right, so this is the map. As you can see, it's just randomly generated with these lakes, these rivers, these mountains. This is verdant plains, so it's quite an easy map to build. But you do have landscaping tools, which are down here. Here we go. Flatten terrain. This one's quite a dangerous tool because this will take all your resources away if you flatten the terrain. So for example, if I flatten this part, bye-bye resources. There we go, remove house. Okay, so you see it just takes the resources away, so you have to be very careful with that tool. But that will like flatten these kind of hills and mountains, etc. So the main starting point of this game is food, firewood, clothing, homes, um, and we take it from there. So there are different kinds of roads. Um, I usually would do dirt roads, but I think we'll do soil road. Yeah, that's okay. And everything's on like this grid kind of layout, right? So this is your like stockpile. I almost forgot what it was called. So that's your stockpile. I'm just setting up roads now. First things first, let's get two builders. Um, I want to set up a farm first of all. Farm is under food. This is your basic crop field. You can specialize. Um, I think a good starting point. So you can do trading, right? The down this river. Um, Basically, you want to set up farms. You want to set up trading routes, etc. So I think what I'm going to do is set up a crop field. Now I think it's 11 by 11 or 9 by 11. I forget what size the crop field is for like one farmer, like the optimal size. I guess we can experiment. Um, there are other ways to make food, like you get a hunter, fisherman, gatherer. The hunter gatherers are very, very strong. Apiary, that's pretty good. You do need the candle. You get beeswax, right? You can make candles. You need the candles to create like you can create mines, but to upgrade it to a deep mine, you need candles. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a nice spot. So I think I'm gonna focus my main town on this left side, and this right side we can focus more on just gathering, etc., etc. So I think I'm gonna. Okay, there are variations. So we got that one or that one. I think we'll stick with the light one. Yeah, let's do that. So what I like to do is I like to kind of cluster a few things together. So we will do that, and then what I like to do is just match up as much as I can. One thing we also going to need is healthcare, which is here. And there's something very easy, herbalist. All right, so this is the herbalist. And I think what we will do, place the herbalist hut right there. There's one more thing I want to place here, a forester's hut. All right, just like that. Now, I don't want all this built yet. I will come back to it. I do want to get some roads here, though. Uh, yeah, from there to there, from there, all the way across across, yeah, to there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this road down here and just connect it. Um, let's start with 4 builders, I think. I also want to set up a crop field. Crop fields I'm going to start here. It's almost going to be like the center of my town. Um, let's just get one set up somewhere. Somewhere easy. Here, okay. So 9, 9 by 15. I think 9 by 15. I'm actually going to set up 2. And we're just going to unpause. I'm going to get this speeding along a bit. Let the builders do their thing. While they're building, I want to have a look at some houses. So we have tiny shack, log cabin, wood house. Now some of these houses you can upgrade. I'm just going to go with a basic wood house. There are different variations, but it will cycle through the variations. Right now, I just need 5 houses. Yeah, this we're going to take all the way down. I forgot where the road was. Anyway, we're just going to take it down there. Alright, let's get our wood houses. Okay, that should be enough to start. So these boulders are coming down here for the roads. See, these are a builder, right? Yeah. And they take priority. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I think it can set priority. Yeah. I want to set these as high priority. All right. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to set um, one more stockpile, just a normal stockpile over here. Same size as that one. Wait, how big is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Easy peasy. So when the building gets here, that means that these workers have moved the resources, and then we're just waiting for builders now. All right, we've got our first crop field. Let's get pumpkin, and we're going to assign 1 farmer. That's all we need there. Whilst we're here, we might as well get some roads going. There we go. So that'll be our first farms, right? I think what I do want here is what's this? Yeah, logs. I thought so. I think I'm going to get the forester ready to go. So now the builders are building the houses. Pepper, come on now. I think what I will need as well is a wood chopper. So there is this really small one which is easy to place. Or we can go for a bit of a larger one. Yeah, I'm actually going to speed this up a little bit, get these people moving. Yeah, your laborer, which is everyone who doesn't have a job, are very important. I like to keep at least 1/3 of my workforce as labor because they will carry the resources around. Um, they will also um, chop down trees. They will clear land for you. They basically your grunt workers, right? Okay, these are just warning signs that are telling me the reserves alerts only low because they've just moved food into their houses. So I'm hoping we can get some good crops here to survive the first winter. 'Cause I'm guessing in winter it's going to snow, which may become a bit of a problem. You can also see if you go over here, you can see like this person is having their job over here, right? And what you can do is you can kind of plan and build houses near where people are working to make the commute a little easier. You can see they're planting the seeds, they're working the fields. Looks pretty good. While I'm here, I want to get some wood chopped down. So we're going to just clear this whole area while the laborers have nothing else to do. You can see the crops are starting to come in, which is great. And the laborers will just clear whatever land you tell them. You'll see the health and happiness. Right now, they're very happy. Temperatures, this is in Fahrenheit. So probably looking at like 84. Ooh, how much is that? Probably like 28, 30 degrees. It's not too crazy. When I say 28 or 30 degrees, I mean Celsius, of course. Okay, how are these doing? Right, they've got the resources, they just need to get built. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the amount of builders because we've kind of like built everything we need to start. What I do want to do is get that woodcutter going. Let's just start off with a small one. Yeah, we'll start off with this. It's a little bit expensive, but I mean, it is what it is. I also want to have a look at getting a school up and running, which is here, one-room schoolhouse. Just not big enough to fit there. No problem. You can see how quick they actually move. It looks like pumpkins take quite a while to grow. Right, that's done. Let's get two people there. We're going to up our log limit to 500. They're going to cut and plant. While we're here, let's get that going. Guess someone is hungry. Child. This gatherer's hut is nice, provides a lot of food, and the hunter's cabin. We've already had 4 children born. That's fantastic. How much does the schoolhouse cost? Oh, that's expensive. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. I think we'll put a schoolhouse here. Let's just pause it for now. Make sure we get these things built as soon as possible. Wow, look at that. They're harvesting already. I actually want to get another farm up. And I don't want it to be too symmetrical. I think we'll do a bit of asymmetry. 18, yeah. How wide are these? 9. 9 by 15. 9 by 15, okay. We should have enough resources to build that one, but they're busy building the gatherer's hut. Mm. So you can see at the bottom, Jocelyn has become an adult and is working as a laborer. That's how you increase your working population. Looks like everyone's using this pathway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did that so I can squeeze another farm in here, the crop field. But of course, I'm not going to get them working. This is for next year. As soon as spring comes along, I want them to start planting crops. So you can have a look here to see what they've done. The woodcutter's lodge, the forester's lodge will also clear any stone or iron deposits around where they're working. Herbalist, yeah, we're okay for health now. For now. Okay, it looks like it's early winter. I hope everything will be okay. We really need some fuel. Okay, that's almost done. I'm kind of teetering on the edge of like my 1/3 laborer force. We really need this to get harvested ASAP. This game is a very patient game. You need to let things simulate. You need to let things just work itself out. I know the reserve of food is low, and I'm sorry. Right, that's done. Let's get someone in there. So I'm actually going to reduce that by 1. In fact, both by 1. Just so we can up our labor limit. We can go for food, right? Like, you see, there's lots of wild food around, which will help us just like survive the winter. So let's collect those. Okay, while we're waiting for that, I want to expand the road system a little bit. Eventually, you can trade for more different crops, etc. But for now, it's okay. I would really like this one. Okay, we're coming to late winter. Let's do wheat again. I'm actually going to slow things down a little bit, just to make sure I'm not rushing too fast. So I'm just checking things. Okay. You can see the achievements as well, right? These are what I've completed already, because I have played this game a little bit. Okay. Farmers are getting ready. As soon as it hits spring, we will be good. So I've got 5 laborers out of 14 workers. So I'm constantly checking my labor to worker or adults, right? And that's going to go down to 4 laborers once I get the bundling shed complete. So they've done quite a lot actually. Wow. How have they done? So they also like gather quite a bit. And this, if you get enough people, it can go crazy. Another easy food source, which I totally forgot. Um, Hunting blinds. So which you need reeds, um, which usually grow along the shoreline. And I can't seem to see any. Right, it's almost springtime. I really want this priority up. Bundling ship. Let's get someone in there. And they are going to... Shit. Right, I guess we're going to not get someone in here. We're going to just pause that. You're not going to work. Oh my god, okay. I guess it has been a while since I played. Right, so bundling shed. It says... Oh, use organics. Oh my god, I did not read that part. Corn, sugarcane, hemp, bamboo, sorghum, reeds, candle. Okay, so what I want to do now, we have to get a woodcutter up ASAP. Let's put this down here. Um, Maybe right there. Wow, I was totally oblivious to that. That was terrible. Okay. Um, while we're here, I want to get a few more houses going. After we get all of this done. Our food supplies is okay for now. But like farms, that's what brings in most of the food. Oh, like I said, hunting blinds. If we can get a hunting blind up, these things can create a lot of food. Like 800 to 1,000 food every season, every year. There's some reeds. We can definitely do some of those. There we go. One. Let's see if we can find some more. There's some more. There we go. So let me see about just collecting some reeds to get ready for a hunting blind. There's actually two reeds there. Okay, nice. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to spot them sometimes. You really have to look close. And don't worry about like how far away they are. Someone will come collect them, I promise you. Okay, food reserve is a little bit low, but that's okay. Alright, I think that's okay for now. Let's just make sure our town is okay. It's early spring, which means our farmers are now moving in. Let's speed things up a little bit. So how did they do last year? They did okay. But you see, it's early spring, and look how much one person has collected so far. What we can also do is just build a couple houses here. Let's do some log cabins. Yeah. I think that should be fine. So that like the people are living right next to where they're working. We can cancel all of the collection stuff, right? So that we can like focus our laborers somewhere that they need to be. Okay, let's get pumpkin going here. Right, so I've got I don't have enough laborers really. Okay, that's been almost it's been cleared. They just need the resources, which we have plenty of. How's the Forester's Lodge doing? 20 stone, not bad for half a year. Eventually, what we can do, like if these things get too far out, we can build a distribution barn, which is somewhere here. There we go. But you need planks, and I don't have planks. Wow, these fields grow so quickly. It's better to have too much food than not enough. Okay, that's almost complete. Once this is done, we need some firewood ASAP. Done. So we're going to set one guy there. I'm going to put it up to 200 is fine. The fuel limit, 200, that's perfectly fine. Wow, it's early summer already. I see we do have orchards. I might just get one of these going. Because orchards take about a year or two to get ready to start producing fruit. Let's get a road around it. There we go. I'm down to 4 laborers though, so it's getting a little bit tight on the labor budget. The pumpkins are growing nicely there. 0% yield? Of course. Alright, so we are getting firewood now. You'll see he's making quite a lot quite quickly. I'm actually going to drop that down to 100. But eventually, once the city gets big enough, you need a lot of like storage space. And there is, again, specialized storage, right? The Gatherer Hut is actually one of my favorite early game food resources. So these are ready for resources. Once he reaches the 100 limit, which may take a while, I will stop working, put him back as a laborer. So it keeps saying firewood is low because as the firewood gets made, people take it. That's why. Wow, they are already harvesting. That's so quick. You'll also notice that people walk a lot faster on paths, on roads. I think once everything's settled in for a while, I do want to get the schoolhouse going because educated people are more productive. We also need to look at getting some tools going, which will be down here, right? Yep, a blacksmith, which might be good to place down here. I'll pause it for now because I want to focus on other things. How many tools do we have? We got 9 more. Yeah, I think we just let that start. So they should be starting to build the houses now. I guess not. Nice, we're getting more and more laborers. Okay, autumn is coming. These people need to move quickly. Because once winter hits, right, the crops die. Yeah, we're okay for resources for now. There we go. It's being built. More houses means more people. There we go. So, labor and farmer. Wow, that's quite far. But of course, once your village is like established and settled in, you'll have people living closer to where they work. Yeah, he's reached his cap. So what I'm gonna do is do that. And only once our firewood gets low, our fuel limit. Once it gets a bit low, I will implore him again. Is there a way we can prioritize this? That can just wait, actually. Maybe next year we build it. I think I'm just gonna let it simulate for a bit. Yeah, I actually don't need the map right now. So our food is okay because like we are producing some food here. There we go. Finally, 200 venison. Keep in mind that's one guy. Let me actually pop that up one. So I'm thinking we are going to need to expand the roads a little bit. And some of these buildings, the roads do go inside. So I think I'll do that. Like this one, I know the road goes inside a little bit. That's it. This one goes right through. There we go. Farmers are living there, okay. Right, we're doing okay for resources. Okay, fuel limit's getting a little low. I wonder if we can do this at 150. Yeah. So our food storage is almost 500, but keep in mind, like all these houses have got food in them. Yeah, firewood's getting a little low. Okay, winter is almost finished. I think what I'm going to do now is just build a few more houses in the center of town. Which will be right there. Just four more. Because I do want my population to expand quite a bit. And while we have loads of resources, we may as well, right? Okay, it's late winter, so I've got walnut. We'll get a guy on there. Keep in mind, in winter, the farmers work as laborers. So I like to create these like little blocks of houses. So how's the gatherer hut doing? That's okay. So last year, because it's early spring now, look how much food they got. Mushrooms, berries, roots, onions, and this is one person. It's actually better than the hunter's lodge, to be honest. Last year, one person did 41 logs. That's not bad at all for one person. I think we're going to look at getting that done, but do want to prioritize. I do want to prioritize the houses first. Actually, no, I want to prioritize this. We'll get that done, then the houses. Oh my gosh, we're out of stone. That means, so this is iron, this is stone. Let's clear a little bit more land. There we go. That's basically going to fill up my whole stockpile, but whatever. So the farmers should be starting to come in now to work their farms. I'm thinking of doing a little small barn here, just to collect the food stuff a little quicker. We're going to prioritize that up actually. Because I'm seeing they're not harvesting things quick enough. They're running all the way back, and it just takes them too long. So well, I'm putting this barn right here. Yeah, food is running low, I know. In fact, we're out of food. This game is hard, really. It's easy to fail this game. Fail is in like not enough food, half your population dies, and you're just stuck in a endless cycle. which can be a bit of a problem. Sorry, I'm just checking things. I'm alt tabbing. That's why it's pausing all the time. Okay. So who's living here now? A child. Okay. There, forester, hunter. There we go. Gatherer, forester. Perfect. So that's why you build houses near where people work. So we've got iron, but we don't have stone. So you see the orchard is starting to grow. You can't cut these down to get wood, or if you want to change the kind of trees that are growing there. But I never really do that, so no, someone's hungry. Um, I'll tell you what, let us cancel all of this. Let's focus on food. We'll gather right around this place. Right. Oh my god, I've only got 3 laborers. That's not good. Okay. We will reduce one. You're not working anymore. Um, we'll take it down to 1. See, no food at all. And you can upgrade these houses eventually. Like a stone house is more warm, so they'll use less fuel. That kind of thing. I'm gonna pause that just so that these people don't work it, you know. I can force the harvest. There we go. Child died of starvation. That's not good. I think I'm gonna pump this up 2 gatherers. I think because this gatherer's hut does so much, right? I think it's actually best for starting. But that's almost done. Almost time for harvest. Do you see that? Wow. Good. So they shouldn't have to walk very far to get the food into storage. Right. Um, are they still harvesting? Yeah, they're still harvesting. I think we'll just keep doing these little um, collecting the wild food. Yeah, I know the reserve of food is low. What can I do? See, tools now. Tools are becoming a problem. We just don't have enough. We have iron, but we don't have iron ore. Shit. Okay. Let's just get some of this. Not all of it, just some of it. And you'll see they'll start filling this barn up before they run over to the big barn. Yeah, missing stone. So you can see actually that we got lots of iron, a little bit of stone, lots of wood. This is firewood. These are logs. Right, we got quite a bit of food now, so that's great. Hmm. I keep watching the amount of food, and it gets quite difficult to like keep things going. Maybe we can build a small barn here, like just a small one. Okay, yeah. You see, just a little bit of harvesting of the iron ore and stone, and we have quite a bit. Right. Our fuel storage is okay. Are they harvesting quick enough? It looks like it. Yeah. Now our food supply is growing. Look at that. That's great. Okay. Let's get that built. Let's get that built. What is that? Trees. Right. Winter's coming. Move your asses, please. Tool limit, we'll do 150. Because with proper tools, they work more efficient, harvest quicker, etc. So just by building this small barn here, look how much food we're getting. Like they're able to harvest a lot more. And two people, they're getting a lot more food. Okay, it's late autumn, and we're almost finished harvesting, so that's great. I think we're good for food this season. Ooh, I was getting a little scared there. Okay, he's making some tools, iron tools. So I'm using our iron, but we can make simple tools, iron ore tools. But in order to get iron, I think we have to, um, I think here somewhere. Small iron smelter. We can build one of those. But I think for now, let's just get him building the iron tools, and once he's done, we should be good. Right, we're going to need some fuel again. So the farmers are almost done harvesting. These two are done. Yeah, I'm a lot more happy with the food situation. In fact, we could just keep these four farms, the gather hut, etc., just going for now. So I think with herbs from the herbalist, I think maximum health is 4 hearts. Right, we got 107 herbs. That's great. That's really, really good. I just want this barn so that, again, they don't have to travel very far. Let's finish up the road in front of the school, and maybe we can build the school. I think we're ready for some more houses. But before we do that, let's collect some resources. Just collect everything here. So two builders is fine for now. It all depends on like how many things you're building, how big your town is, things like that. So you'll see how quick they just work. Okay, the reserve of iron is low. Okay, late winter's hitting, and we still got a shitload of food for the coming year until next harvest. So it's all about like being prepared for the year, making sure you have enough resources, enough food is so important. Clothing, not so much, but food and fuel, very important. Okay, and we're in the new season, which means this, there we go, the barn's almost finished, done. So now it's just going to be easier for them to store in there. What we can do is we can build a market, and the market will, you can assign someone to the market, and they will go fetch things from the barns to centralize distribution. Wow, this map has a lot of resources. I want to get the school going next because I think education, very important. I think we need to start making this place look a bit more pretty. And I'm just going to slow it down a little bit. Hmm. So, flowers, flower beds. Yeah, why don't we do that? Make this like a central park, you know? And it's really so cheap. Let's add a park bench. We can put it here. Hmm. What is it? Is it a Denmark flag? I'm not sure. I should be able to change what it looks like. Okay. Oh, I like that. Don't tread on me. I just saw it. Yeah. Let's put one of these down. There and there. Perfect. I like that. So once the schoolhouse is finished, um, we will assign a teacher there and population will start getting educated. But it does take longer for kids to become laborers. Right. How many tools do we have? 25. I think let's get, I'm actually going to drop that down to, I think 50 is enough, right? Let's do iron ore tools. Okay, schoolhouse is done. Let's get the teacher going. And it should instantly fill up with students. Come on, where are my students? Okay, how are we doing on the gatherer's hut? pretty damn good for last year, and they are using the barn. Great, that's excellent. Ah, Hunter's Cabin is okay. Forester's Lodge, how much are they making? 69 a year. That's not too bad. And like I said, eventually they will clear all the stone and all the iron so that they are just planting and growing trees, planting and chopping trees. All right, no students. I guess no one's old enough yet. All right, let's get some more houses down. Some of these students, some of these kids are going to be growing up soon. Oh, look at the flower planters. That's so cute. Wow, that's really cute. Okay, anyway, houses. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I like to do it like this. It's just how I've always done the house layout. Okay, nice. We'll let that slowly get going. All right, this is a good. I like to do like clusters of these kind of like mini mini hubs, right? I'll do one here, maybe one over here, one here, and like almost make this entire area down here just green space, just for hunting and gathering. Where's this guy? Um, you're working? What's her name? Shastasy. Oh, that's a strange name. Okay, stone is a bit low, which means I do want to get some stone. We're okay for iron ore, so we're just going to collect stone. We're actually low on everything. Let's cancel that removal and let's just get everything. We're just clearing around the town. Slowly, slowly clearing. Okay, how many students do we have? Zero. Okay. But like as these kids get older, they will start becoming students. Okay, food reserve looks good. So hopefully next year these trees will be ready for harvest. We'll see how this year goes with the food, right? If by like end of winter we're hitting low reserves, I will have to build some more crop farms, crop fields. But yeah, I think this is a good place to end it. I hope you guys enjoyed a look at a classic game. This is kind of what started the whole genre of survival city builders. So yeah, thank you very much. I will see you next time.